Minecraft with regular vanilla textures can get boring pretty quickly. So that is why today I will be ordering 6 different resource packs from Fiverr, ranging from just $20 up to an insane $500 resource pack. And as always, not everything went exactly as we planned. Fiverr was kind enough to sponsor this video to help me order all the texture packs in all kinds of price ranges. Each texture pack will also have a unique theme and instructions that the artist have to follow. After I receive the resource packs, I will rate them based on delivery time, cost per texture and accuracy to see which one is truly the best. But now, logging into our Fiverr account and searching for Minecraft resource packs, it gives us a lot of options to choose from. To be exact, 282 different service providers. The first package will be around $20, or that's what I'm aiming for at least. After a bit of scrolling, I found Colton, and his premium package costs $20. Looking at his previous work, well, he doesn't really have any pictures of his previous work, but the description sounds promising. He can make textures in different resolutions, animated textures, and as he himself says, prices are cheap and I'm willing to make whatever. Sure, let's go with him. 60 textures for $20. Our next package will be around $60, so 3 times as much as the last one. And after a little search, I came across this guy, Apple Studios. I will create a custom texture pack for you. And based on the pictures, it seems a bit more promising than the last one. The $60 option was added to the shopping cart. Moving on, let's aim for around $100. First, I found this guy called Janik. I messaged him and unfortunately got left unseen. Not the first time somebody did that. Anyway, a bit of scrolling later and I found a person called Little Pigman. Looking at the pictures he has made, it looks promising. We went back and forth a couple of times and eventually agreed on making 70 textures for $100. That's nice, we already had 3 ongoing jobs. Next up, I wanted to find someone else for also around $100. It didn't take long until I found Reginald. Looking at his past work, it's probably the best we have seen so far. He can also do different resolutions and animated textures as well. We made a deal of 70 textures for $100. I gave him the instructions and he got the work. But now let's up the price a little more, to around $250. Since there are only 8 providers I can pick between. I found a guy named Boss Isas. He has made some pretty awesome user interfaces in the past, so I figured he would have no problem with making a texture pack as well. We agreed on doing 315 textures for $245, and it seems like a pretty good deal. I sent him the instructions and let's find the last one. Well, how much is the last one, you may ask? Well, I'm aiming to spend around $500. And yes, I know it sounds insane, but I gotta see what we can get for this kind of money. There are not many options, but I found a guy called X Memories and I asked if he could accept my $500 custom offer. And he said, sure. We talked through some things, gave him the instructions and agreed on doing 200 textures for $500. Now the only thing left is to wait. And while waiting, you can check out wisehosting.com, which is our Minecraft server hosting company with affordable pricing and great features. A couple weeks later, we had received all the texture packs, or so we thought. One of the $100 artists just ghosted us and we haven't heard back from him ever since. To fill this empty spot, I came up with a brilliant idea. I asked my editor to make me a texture pack for $100. The only catch is that he only has 24 hours to make it. I'm excited to see what he comes up with, but for now, let's check out the other texture packs, starting with the $20 one. So the theme I asked for was less details. Minecraft is already pretty simple, but I wanted to see if it's possible to make them even simpler. Let's see if he managed to do that. And straight away I can see that everything looks a lot less detailed. It feels so weird, and also everything feels smaller for some reason. All the blocks are super simple and it's kinda hard to even tell the difference between some of them. For example, if you look at the ores, it just looks like a stone block with some darker spots. There is a very subtle difference, but overall I am satisfied with the result. It is exactly what I asked for, but it's time for ratings. Delivery time was 8 days, which is pretty quick, so that will get 4 out of 5. The cost for texture was 33 cents, so that feels like a solid deal. 4 out of 5 as well. And how well he followed the instructions? 5 out of 5 definitely. Overall, the resource pack gets 3.5 out of 5, since it was probably one of the easiest ones in this video. But moving on to cooler stuff, with the $65 texture pack. The request I made was to make it as funny as possible with different memes and so on. So let's check it out. And yes, straight away I can tell that this texture pack is one of a kind. That's a lot to take in all at once, and I probably won't even be able to fit everything in this video. I really like those numbers in the inventory, or the fact that the health is reversed. They have also done some of the sounds. For example, when taking damage, it sounds like this. Also, the block breaking animation looks like this. There is a lot more interesting stuff here, but unfortunately I don't have the time to show everything. Now the ratings. The delivery time was 7 days, so that is 4 out of 5. I don't know the exact cost per texture, but it seems like most of the blocks were done, so 4 out of 5. But how well did he follow the instructions? I would say 5 out of 5. Exactly what I expected, and the overall rating gets a score of 4 out of 5. Some of the textures are missing, but at the same time it is all done in just 7 days. But now, remember I asked my editor to make me a texture pack as well. I wanted to give him an easier time since he only had 24 hours, so I just told him to upscale the vanilla textures and make them look more high quality. Let's check it out. Oh, that actually looks nice. It's the same, but then it's different. The textures have just more detail to them. I wish he could have made the textures seamless though. That is bothering me quite a lot. Also, there are only like 30 textures done, so it doesn't feel really immersive. But now the rating. Delivery time was 1 day, so that is definitely 5 out of 5. Cost per texture was not good at all, 1 out of 5. And for following the instructions, I'll give him 4 out of 5. Overall, considering he only had 24 hours, I'll give him 3.5 out of 5. Fiverr has definitely been a much better value so far. So let's see what we got from a $100 texture pack done by Reginald. I asked him to make me a medieval texture pack. I know I could have downloaded something from the internet, but where is the fun in that? I want the new and the custom one. Okay, that's really interesting. It does indeed look pretty medieval. Let's check out the random village, because this should give us a pretty good idea on the whole look. And yeah, it looks nice. The only downside I see is that I would have liked to see more textures done. The 50 blocks he did don't really give a good idea on the whole texture pack. Another thing is that I would have made the textures more high quality than original Minecraft. But anyway, now ratings. The delivery time was nice, only 4 days, so that is 5 out of 5. Cost per texture comes up to $2, 3 out of 5. For following the instructions, I will also have to give 3 out of 5. He did what I asked for, but I would have liked to see a bit more effort put in. Overall, this pack gets 3 out of 5. But now we get into the expensive territory. For $245, I asked Boss Isas to make me a resource pack with worn out and old looking textures. I wanted to feel like the world was abandoned, and let's see what he cooked up. Okay, straight away I can notice the trees. They have these little brushes attached to them, making it look a lot more like a real tree. Another thing I noticed and really liked are the village roofs. Just look at them. It does really feel like an old roof. Cool feature of this pack is also that all the textures are not the same when placed down, making it a lot more realistic and natural looking. The ground also looks super nice, with all kinds of stuff scattered around. So the whole texture pack is very subtle and I like it. But for example, if you look at this wall of stone, the cracks are barely visible. I would have made them just a bit more noticeable, to be honest. But now let's rate it. Delivery time was 17 days, faster than he originally promised, 4 out of 5. The cost per texture was good, at 77 cents, so 4 out of 5 again. And following the instructions, I feel like that was done pretty good, 4 out of 5. Overall, this gets a nice 4 out of 5 rating. But now, time for the huge and insane $500 texture pack. This was made by X Memories and the theme was a frozen world. I wanted the overall feeling to be very cold and lonely. Just imagine an ice age but in Minecraft. So let's check it out. And wow, it really does feel like cold and depressing. Everything has this bluish hue, making it look like all the blocks are frozen. The glass is so frozen that you can't even see through it. Same with the crops. No way that they would even grow in these conditions. Some of the blocks even have these cool icicles. Overall, it looks pretty promising. The only thing I would maybe change is the color of the stone blocks. It feels like a bit too much blue is added to those. At night time, this pack looks really cool as well. Just look at this. But now we gotta rate it. The delivery time was 7 days, so 5 out of 5 for that. Cost per texture, it came out to be $2.5, but since this was probably one of the hardest, I'll give it 3 out of 5. And did he follow the instructions? Yes, he did. I'm happy with what I got, so 4 out of 5. And the overall rating for this will be 4 out of 5. If you want to try any of these texture packs, then check out the download links down below. Or if you would like to purchase anything from Fiverr, then use my promo code Shulker10 and you can get 10% off from the first order. Could have saved me $50 on the last order. Anyway, thanks to Fiverr for making this possible and see ya in the next video. Bye!